Today I want to try the world's most iconic kart racing games from every decade to see which generation had the greatest childhood. Also, I live in Canada, so there's quite literally nothing else to do here. From forgotten classics to insanely creative throwbacks I've never even heard of, this is about to be the greatest day of my life. But it all starts with the world's first kart racing game. Welcome to 1988's Power Drift. Guys, this originally came out in arcades, and I'm about to play video game history, and Dude, I'm pretty excited, so let's see what this thing looks like. Now, for context, we're in the 1980s, which means the world's coolest characters are pizza-obsessed turtles.
Cowabunga! Dude, that's jawsome.
The go-to snack was a delicious pouch of Capri Sun.
Ooh, let's go.
And Generation X kids got to experience kart racing on these. Holy smokes, the 80s were cooking. I totally understand why everybody went to the arcades. My God, this is lit. That's what the kids say. But remember, we're on a mission to find the greatest kart racing decade of all time. And to guarantee that we find it, I've created 3 golden rules. 1, I must rank each decade before moving on to the next one, with the goal of giving the winner this custom never before seen trophy. Oh my God, when you go high gear, you can really feel the difference. Look at me go, dude, 6th place. 2, to ensure variety, I'll be limited to 1 game per franchise. And 3, I must play 3 completely different kart racing games from every decade. Vanilla, the Innovator, and of course, the Wild Card. Immediately I'm taken by the graphics, I'm taken by the sound, the vibes are off the chart. Except since Power Drift is the only kart racer the 80s had, it's technically all 3, meaning it's time to rate the decade. The science is in, the 80s is Goose freaking tastic. It's our first decade, so it's of course going at number 1 for now, but I gotta be honest, it completely surprised me. Let's jump into the 90s. Welcome to the 90s, where we're gonna be starting this kart racing challenge with Crash Team Racing. Arnilla, I love you. Now remember, we're in the 90s here, meaning the world's most iconic character is a shockingly yellow mouse.
Pikachu! I prefer Digimon.
The go-to snack is a kangaroo-themed set of cookies dunked in diabetes.
Delicious! No wonder we were
The
fat.
millennials are kart racing from the comfort of their own homes. Holy smokes, that feels good to see. Now, while you might expect Mario Kart would be the obvious choice, Crash Team Racing represents a new type of kart racer, with unique drifting mechanics, an adventure mode, and military-grade weaponry. You're not throwing green shells and red shells, you're throwing freaking missiles. Who's giving a Bandicoot missiles? But somewhere between the floating tiki mask and my killer Luigi impression, oh yeah, I remembered the real reason I was making this video. See, about a month ago, I meet this guy, John Gamer. We start talking about kart racing games when suddenly he goes on the offensive, which I was okay with until he crossed the line. And I won't lie, that shook me to my core. Because A, that bird is a national treasure, and B, there's a chance he might be right. So I did what any other Canadian would do during the dead of winter. I hit up some emergency calf raises, bought a bunch of games, and got to work, updating John with every decade. Ignoring John's playful banter, let's play our 90s Innovator. Bro. Dude, I forgot, this is my original game from when I was a kid. Look, playing Diddy Kong Racing really opened my eyes. And not just because you guys bullied me into buying a new working N64 controller. Okay, I'm gonna start off by saying that you guys are probably right. This feels dramatically better than my N64 controller. It's because of how much it added to kart racing. It's got a hub world, boss battles, and some of Rare's most adorable characters. Except him. He's a different type of character. But where Diddy Kong Racing innovates the most is through all the new vehicles it lets you play with. Because while it's got karting, Diddy's also got hoverboards, baby oil, and frickin' airplanes. You can do a backflip! Diddy, you're the man, dude. You're the man, Diddy. But while there's no denying Crash and Diddy are goose-tastic, there's just one thing they're missing. Speed. That's right, Episode 1 Racer. I thought it was called Star Wars Pod Racing. I could have swore. You put a gun to my head and you say, what's this game called, Goose? I would have said Star Wars Pod Racing. but it's not. And while people like John might argue that this is more of a racing game, Google says otherwise. Also, don't look that up. But unlike traditional kart racers, in this game, the environment is the obstacle.
I love this little crevice. Woo, baby, let's go.
Meaning there's no items, no drifting, and no wacky courses. Because your one and only goal is to survive the track while racing at 400 freedom units per hour. Something that I will say is easier said than done. But it actually gets better, because through unlockable upgrades, the game lets you customize your ride to go even faster, making sure you have all the freedom units you need to hit that new lap record.
It's a new lap record!
Greatest day of my life.
And as usual, you can always tell when I'm digging the game's vibe by how quickly I start voicing characters.
I needed some money, so you better play Star Wars Episode 1 Racer, and definitely not Star Wars Pod Racer. I smoke a lot of cigarettes.
Meaning, as far as I'm concerned, the 90s can do no
90s, you were so close to being perfect. So close.
Did it suck to lose my childhood N64? Yes, it did. Does it suck for John Gamer that the 90s slapped so freaking hard? Probably. But here's the fact, the 90s was all that in a bag of chips, dude. Like, we didn't even play Mario Kart 64 or Super Mario Kart, and it still held up incredibly well. There's no question the 90s goes to number 1, shifting down the 80s to number 2, potentially even becoming the GOAT, we'll have to see, but we gotta do the 2000s first. But before we do that, I wanna make sure you guys know everything there is to know about kart racing. Did you know that PlayStation's most popular kart racer stole from Nintendo? Welcome back to Touchgrass Trivia, the part of the show where I share 3 kart racing facts you've never heard of on ice-cold Canadian weather while staying warm with urban heat. A 5v5 competitive shooter that you're gonna want to hear about. This is actually keeping my hands incredibly warm. Fact number 1. The 2000s was so unhinged, even Mortal Kombat had a kart racer. Think Mario Kart, but violent, under the name Motor Combat instead of Mortal Karting, which disgusts me, unlike Urban Heat, which is the only form of joy keeping my hands alive. Hey, that was pretty satisfying. With over 20 fully detailed characters, a refreshing visual style, and unlimited customization running at 120 frames per second from the palm of my hand. I feel like this plays better than Call of Duty. Fact number 2. Fans turned Bloodborne into an actual kart racer. Originally called Bloodborne Kart until Sony's legal team had it changed to Nightmare Kart, it's exactly what it sounds like, and you best believe we're going to be playing it later in this video. Dude, playing with my friends would be hilarious, even if I'd obviously destroy them. Fact number 3. Crash Team Racing stole from Mario Kart. To get similar handling to Mario Kart, Naughty Dog somehow Frankensteined an N64 controller into the PlayStation to reverse engineer the steering for Crash Team Racing, proving just how base 90s devs really were, kind of like how Urban Heat's pushing my phone. Honestly, the fact that something like this is free in 2026 is insane to me. The guns feel tight, the art style looks insane, and the RPG progression feels incredibly rewarding. Kind of like the massive reward Urban Heat is giving you guys. Because just by scanning this code or clicking the link in the description, you'll instantly unlock $30 worth of value, including a powerful blueprint loaded with 5 enhanced modules and $3,000 of in-game cash. So huge thanks to Urban Heat, because my friends are going to need any advantage that they can get. Now let's get back inside before I go full Jack Dawson. Welcome to the 2000s, where we're going to be playing our second Nilla, who also happens to be made by Naughty Dog, and I still love. Now at this time, the world's most iconic character is an onion-layered meme king.
True. He's very layered.
The go-to snack is a crunchy corn-based vibe covered in cheesy dust.
Cheesy. Dangerously so.
Causing the newborn Zoomers to experience kart racing with a little bit of attitude.
I loved Crash Team Racing, so I figured this is the best way to start the 2000s.
Now, while this kart racer may look more aggressive than anything we've played so far, I've got a hot take, because Jack X Racing is trying way too hard to be cool, which for some reason caused the developers to assume folks playing their games are dumber than a bag of rocks.
Red Eco, what does that do? Oh, it's like a mine.
That icon says you now have a red eco mine. Try dropping a mine, Jack.
okay?
Good job.
Oh my god, bro.
But when the game finally trusts that you can press a button, you quickly start to see the magic Naughty Dog was going for. Because Jack X is trying new things like a genuinely serious narrative in a kart racer, aggressive combat with full-on customization depending on what type of race that you've chosen.
There, you like that? Yeah, you like that? That's a frickin' wall, Goose.
And real talk, it's just fun seeing Jack and Daxter again. I frickin' miss these guys.
Jak and Daxter are a staple of PlayStation history. It's about time we get them back.
But the problem is, I can't see a frickin' thing, making combat at 200 freedom units per second feel impossible.
Bro threw a mine in the air? Hey, hey, hey! It's for horses.
Thankfully, our 2000s innovators should be a lot easier to understand. Ignoring John's weird, almost obsessive love for the Sonic franchise, I know the man that you are, John, I actually welcome his challenge. Because when it comes to kart racing innovation, Mario Kart may have carried the 2000s with DS's mission mode, Double Dash's two-player karting, and motion controls that Gen Z swears by. Go ahead, comment. We know you will. But there's one game that actually did something Mario Kart never has. This is Kirby's Air Ride, a kart racing game that tries to simplify every single thing about kart racing down to two buttons, the thumbstick and the A button, with unique kart racing modes filled with non-stop dopamine action. I mean, what the heck is going on here?
I got a bomb. I threw it. I got another one. I got more. I have an infinite amount of bombs. No, I don't.
You see, unlike traditional kart racers, in this game, you don't drift, you don't pick up items, and you don't boost. Necessarily. Instead, Kirby's always moving forward, meaning it's your job to steer him and make him faster using the worst boost button I've ever seen.
Wait, I don't know what I'm doing here.
That is until you realize the magic of the game, because the boost also functions with momentum, giving you the ability to chain boosts around corners.
Come on, come on, come on, baby, let's go!
However, while Kirby's Air Ride is impressive, it's also doing way too many things on a single button, overwhelming you with options.
Wait, I can get off? Oh my god, I can shoot things now. Is that why those ships were there? Oh, I got the sword? No, I want to get off. I want to get off. I want to get off. I keep accidentally pressing the boost when I'm not supposed to. No, I want to get off. I want to get off. This is straight up ADHD the game. I just want to get off. I just want to get off.
Because with just the A button, you'll be self-boosting, sliding, triggering boost pads, sucking in creatures, getting off carts, getting on carts, shooting said creatures, and the list goes on.
Dude, I have no idea what is happening.
In fact, the entire time I was playing it, I was just thinking about how much more fun the game would be if it avoided the one button rule that no one asked for.
What is this game?
But while Kirby was doing everything it could to innovate on kart racing, others did not. Look, let's just call a spade, okay? Because this game is an insult to kart racers by every sense of the genre. The idea is dumb, the karts are dumb, and the 3D models are downright offensive. And yet, I loved every second of it.
The fact that Shrek's on whatever the heck this is, dude. I don't think I can.
Because if Mario Kart is peak kart racing, then Shrek is the game that copied its homework the night before. While the other two games we played are definitely trying to be more respected or innovate, Shrek really doesn't care.
Stupid! It's so stupid.
He's just trying to follow what makes a kart racer special so you can just have fun.
My first race I got 5th, but really, it's about the friends we made along the way.
We're talking weird characters, silly weapons, fun maps, and incredible voice acting if I do say so myself.
I am Goose. In Goose?
Making me wonder if the 90s formula to kart racing was more timeless than I originally thought.
I got first! Thanks, 2000s.
Okay, it's time to rate the 2000s, and right off the rip, I gotta be honest, Gen Z, that's one heck of a decade for kart racers. Everyone was doing something different. I'm not saying I necessarily liked all of it, but they were all trying to get crazy. But if I'm being honest, the one problem I have with the 2000s is just how much Mario Kart seems to have carried it, because I don't think anyone was really playing anything other than Mario Kart, whereas the 90s, everyone was playing everything. So for that reason, I'm gonna actually give the 90s the leg up here and put the 2000s at number 2 directly underneath, meaning the millennials are still taking the lead. Crazy. But you know what's crazier? The 2010s. So let's jump in. Test. Testing 1, 2, 3. Gentlemen, welcome to the 2010s, where unfortunately everything has taken a little bit of a curveball. The first thing is, I don't feel good. Now remember, at this time, the most iconic character is a papaya with extra steps. The go-to gaming snack is a Monster Energy drink with a side order of Tide Pods, causing the Gen Alpha kids to experience kart racing with a few notable twists. With the first being the inability to read a disc off their launch PlayStation 3. Well, maybe that's just me. That's not a great sign. Yeah, the 2010s is not starting off strong. To recap, I've already lost my childhood N64, and now the gaming gods seem to want to take away my beautiful launch PS3, aka Big Bertha, which I refuse to let happen. Unfortunately, Big Bertha has died. Amazing grace. Now remember, Zenkai means coming back stronger, and while the loss of Big Bertha is a painful setback, the show must go on. So I blew my nose for what has to have been the 1000th time, bought a new slimmer PS3, and then waited. Alright, PS3 ordered. Now we wait. And also, I still feel terrible, so I'm gonna just get some sleep.
Hello, Mr. Goose. It's your favorite person in the entire world. I am Canada Postman. It is I. I am always on time. I have your PlayStation 3 Slim right here, and I definitely didn't delay the video by weeks because it didn't come on time, because you were waiting, even though you expedited it. I definitely didn't do this. I'm Mr. Canada Post. Yes. Please open the door. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm alive. That was one heck of a cold. We're now in the 2010s, and we're starting our first Nilla with Mod Nation Racers. Except to my surprise, even after the nightmare it took to get here, I hated it. That's right, $300 later and a whole lot of NyQuil, I can't say I'm a fan of Mod Nation Racers. Put simply, the driving's mid, the items are mid, and if I'm being honest, everything about the style just seems to be South Park with extra steps.
It's always his painfully boring stat man, Gary Raisins.
Actually, Biff, it's Reasons, Gary Reasons.
After 10 years, I still don't care.
That's cute, a little bit of humor.
But while Mod Nation Racers might be the worst marketed name since the nightmare that is Halo 5, its main claim to fame has to be the ridiculous amount of customization it gives you, which I will now demonstrate while suffering from a severe case of dehydration.
Bro, what kind of nightmare man am I making here? It's funny with the customization, it's always meant for people who are way better at it than me, because when I customize, I make the nastiest looking creature I possibly can.
Now while that's rad, as the kids say, the challenge of playing this game is definitely not. In fact, it's basically non-existent, even when you factor in trying to race with these PS3 triggers. I mean seriously, who made this thing? The N64 guy? Haven't you done enough? Now, despite the fact that John is the PS3 controller equivalent of people who text me, he's technically right on this one. You see, the 2010s, while popular, was also the worst thing ever. We're talking the rise of broken games, microtransactions, always online services, and of course, Halo 5. You messed up big, John. Thankfully, when it comes to kart racing, there's one game that truly innovated. Let's go, dude. This is what I'm talking about.
Here's the thing, Blur's what you get when Need for Speed, Mario Kart, and Burnout put their keys in a bowl and party. Seriously, it's all that in a bag of Tide Pods. I mean, the game literally starts with the theme song from The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, and while yes, I can't exactly play it due to copyright concerns, I can show you how it made me feel.
It's like the best of racing and car racing. I take that back, I hate this game.
Look, if you've never played it, let me just break down the magic that is Blur. Think kart racing, but with real cars that take real damage from all the best kart racing items presented in a UI that gets the people going.
I just love the balls of the devs here. Like, they are just flexing every way they possibly can. Not enough respect was given to Blur.
Like, knock knock, hello, game developers, why do all modern car games look like this in the same world where Blur exists?
You're a special game, Blur. The world didn't appreciate you as they should have.
See, not only do you drive the Zelda of fast cars like the Toyota Supra or Nissan 350Z,
You can't take down the Nissan. Long live the Nissan. Oh, sweet baby J.
but the underlying challenge of this kart racing game is, dare I say, perfect, causing every race to test you in ways you never thought possible.
I always feel like that's a good tell of a game, is if you can have fun losing, that's a pretty good sign you got yourself a banger.
You see, where Mod Nation Racers was made to trick parents looking to get their kids Mario Kart for Christmas, Blur is everything I love about car racing cranked right up to 11, constantly testing you to do your very best and making sure you're locked the heck in at all times.
Ladies and gentle geese, we are in third place. Things are shaping up. Things are shaping up. You touch me, I will attack you with all of my Canadian might. Boom. I told you, Canadians, we bite. Arr.
The only thing holding Blur back is that the look of the world just really yucks my yams, which unfortunately is what every game around this time period looked like. And while the neon effects are definitely cool, in reality every racetrack just looks like a world enslaved by chat RGB.
How am I 17th? I'm getting dominated, dude. I love that game.
But despite the lame color palette, Blur will always have my heart, and much like Crash Team Racing, my killer Luigi impression.
Mario.
Charlie Day, if you ever need a time off, I'm your man.
Meaning that the 2010s has been redeemed, with absolutely nowhere to go but up. Guys, allow me to introduce you to Microsoft's first and only kart racer, Kinect Joyride, which, as the name implies, can only be played on the Kinect for the Xbox 360.
That's right, we're playing on the Xbox Kinect, the thing that no one plays anymore.
Now, the Kinect is actually pretty interesting, at least on paper, and on Ellen, it's a riot. But if you've somehow never heard of it, allow me to walk you through one of gaming's biggest blunders.
You ever wonder what the bottom of an Avatar shoe looks like? Well, bam! There it is.
See, at its core, it's a camera that watches you at all times, letting you control games with your very own birthday mitts. Which again, and I want to be clear on this, on paper sounds goose frickin-tastic, but in practice, it looks like this.
And I'm boosting, and I'm feeling incredible. I don't know what type of the 2010s was on, but my god, must it have been potent.
Look, if there's one thing I feel confident about, besides the fact that having your picture taken in a children's game without any consent is wild,
why would you share this as a children's game? Not one word.
or the fact that this game is the worst thing I've ever controlled, seen, and or played in my life.
On a scale of 1 to 10, everybody, please let me know how cool I look. And it better be high. So help me God. Why are they on ice?
It's that the 2010s was a weird time for kart racing, and I very much wish to move on.
I hate this game. That's all.
It's not winning. This entire decade when it comes to kart racers was clearly just carried on the back of Mario Kart 8 and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Like, it's just, that's all anyone was playing, and it's just crazy how all other kart racers are just bad here. They're just bad, dude. So, for that reason, the 2010s would be getting last place if it wasn't for Blur.
I love Blur, an incredible game, so I'm gonna put it right above the 80s. I'm sorry, Gen Alpha, but wow, absolutely insane. But you know what's more insane? The fact that I can't play Blur on any new console. So let's talk about that. Here's a Touchgrass take. Game consoles should be able to play every game from their predecessor consoles. Listen, John Corporate, I don't care the cost or how you do it. I should be able to put any old disc I own into a new console and it should just work. Because the clock is ticking. I mean, you guys have seen me lose not one, but 2 consoles in just this video alone. And spoiler, y'all aren't making any PS3s anytime soon. Also, before one of the big 3 goes on about how it's too expensive, need I remind you that one of y'all literally just bought a nuclear power plant island for your AI supercomputer. In fact, giving us full backwards compatibility is the quickest way to becoming a legend. But since I imagine most of John Corporate forgot what that looks like, allow me to demonstrate. Bing, bang, boom, just look at these guys. Yes, yes, work it, yes, we love it. All you gotta do is go to zenkaigoose.com/shop to place an order while supplies last. But here's the best part, because with every order, you'll also get a free personalized video message from yours truly. Hello, Luke. Instant access to our private community Discord, which includes behind-the-scenes content, free bonus stickers the way John Apple used to, and most importantly, you get to directly fund bigger, better Goose videos. So if you love gaming, don't be lame, be a legend. And if you're the head of a trillion-dollar corporation, give us full 100% backwards compatibility, John. I'm Zenkai Goose, and this has been a Touchgrass Take. If you or someone you love is suffering from the post-apocalyptic hellscape of products and social media algorithms dividing humanity apart, then please join our private community either through a YouTube membership or gaining instant access along with $100 worth of bonuses with the purchase of any zenkaigoose.com/shop order.
Welcome to the 2020s, where we're going to be starting with the big dog.
Now remember, in this era, the world's most iconic character is a skibbity-based toilet. The go-to gaming snack is a Hershey bar with extra steps, causing our AI-born Gen Beta babies to experience kart racing in its final form.
Am I first? Oh yeah.
Look, here's the thing about Mario Kart World, okay? It's expensive, it's got an open world about as lifeless as whatever the heck Skibbity Toilet is, and sure, it's got a few less tracks than the Mario Kart that's been continuously updated for over a decade. I'm shocked by this. But also, it's the best feeling Mario Kart of all time, and it's not even close.
I love how everything looks good, everything looks clear. The drifting feels phenomenal, the karts feel phenomenal. Boom. Look at this.
The UI, the driving, the characters, the look, and heck, even the Switch frickin' 2 this thing runs on feels like the best a Mario Kart could possibly be. Oh, and the soundtrack slaps harder than William Smith.
My wife's name out your...
But strangely, the most important thing about Mario Kart World is never talked about.
Still an item here.
Do you see it?
A coin? Who steals a coin? What am I, the 1%?
You see, after playing decades worth of kart racers, what actually sets Mario Kart apart from everything else besides the characters, the music, and the incredible feeling of drifting a kart is how crystal clear everything is.
That's the beauty of Mario Kart in my opinion. It's simple to understand, but difficult to master. Like, I'm not looking to become an expert Mario Karter, but I just want to be good enough that I can destroy my wife at any point.
Because you don't need to interpret anything. You know exactly what happens when you get an item. And despite there being a 30-year difference, you can see exactly how we got from this to this. It's just too freaking expensive, Nintendo. I mean, I want to play this with the boys, but like $110 plus a Switch 2, I mean, what are we doing?
Especially after all the sales of the Switch 1. What are you little rascal? Triple dipping. Look at that, did I win?
Ladies and gentle geese, allow me to introduce you to the weirdest kart racer known to man. Bloodborne. Oh. Sorry, I'm being told John PlayStation does not like that. What I meant to say was Nightmare Kart.
I don't even know how you get the idea to make something like this.
Here's the pitch. It's free, it's purposely made to look like a PlayStation 1 game, it's fan-made, and if you like Souls games, well, there's a lot to like here.
You died. I wonder where that came from. Never seen that before.
Look, I gotta be honest, this game is crazy for the low price of free. I mean, that's just insane. Nintendo, you should feel bad. And while I may have been the most hyped ever to play this game, there's just one problem. It's boring. Meaning the 2020s has one more shot to blow my socks off, because if it can't, John Gamer's not gonna like my
Okay, let's play some Sonic Racing Cross Worlds.
Now, before we start, I need to make one thing crystal clear. Sonic is rad. His theme song is rad. And his Canadian colored drip is rad. But Sonic characters?
Quite frankly, I'm not familiar with the nightmare that is the Sonic characters. I mean, some are cool. I thought everyone hated Big the Cat.
This guy's rad, though.
Hey, bro's got that zazz, dude.
But let's back up, because there's a lot here that Sonic's doing right.
Yo, you just gotta give it a little bit extra credit for just being on the PlayStation 5. Cream and cheese? No, I don't like that.
However, the more I played the game, the more I found this to just be Mario Kart with extra steps. And yes, extra steps seems to be the catchphrase of this video. Fight me. It's got wacky items, beautiful maps, and of course the Grand Prix modes we all know and love.
And for those of you saying that it's Grand Prix, it's a French frickin' word. Grand Prix. Okay? Pas grand. Grand. Merci, Joël Vert.
But surprisingly, it pushes kart racing a little bit more than Mario does. Because where Mario Kart has 20 coins to top your speed, Sonic has 100 rings littered all across the track. Where Mario Kart has surfing and gliding, Sonic has big frickin' boats and high-tech planes. And without questioning why the fastest creature in the world would even need any of these things, Sonic's also got a special trick up its sleeve, the cross-world feature.
Yo, dude. We just went to a dinosaur world.
Where you'll be given the chance to dynamically choose which new track to teleport to, making every race feel completely new and fresh.
Sega was like, hey yo, kart racers, hold my beer.
There's special effects everywhere, weird items that make no sense, a rival system, a perk system, a customization system, throwback characters, weeb characters, Zazz.
Hit the Zazz. Hit the Zazz. Hey yo, pass the Zazz, dude.
Cross worlds, hoverboards, and a custom Tony Hawk looking trick system, because why the heck not? Make no mistake, this is the most 2020s kart racer I've ever seen. It genuinely feels like if TikTok made Gen Alpha their very own kart racing game.
I'm in the air, I'm in the water, you're on the ground, you're boosting. Just look at me, there's dopamine at all times.
Heck, they even zazzed up the Pac-Man guys.
Okay, dude.
And yes, we're definitely making Zazz a thing.
Dude, the Pac-Man song is lit.
But remember our big question. Which generation of childhoods had the best kart racing experience? See, regardless of how you look at it, I think each generation brought something really new and fresh to the table, each pushing kart racers forward in new and exciting ways. The 1980s was responsible for creating the genre. The 1990s defined what it looked like in a 3D era. The 2000s showed us how to get weird, and the 2010s showed us how to get weirder. But the 2020s is what brought it all home. So I ask again, which generation of childhoods had the best kart racing experience? Unfortunately, there can only ever be one GOAT. And after reliving every generation's best kart racer, call me a loon, because I think there's only one place I want to be.
Cause we're not kidding ourselves again, that's okay.
You're so good, bro.